You make me feel like a natural woman. Hey everybody. Tis I, Cameron, your host, your ghost host. Excuse me. I have to go out and obtain some unchewed, unprocessed dog food so that I can bring it home for processing, chewing and processing. Probably in that order. Yes, I have to go get dog food, and so the wife has released me into the wild to see what we can see. And so the first thing we're going to see is dog food, so that I don't forget it. Sometimes my brain, it doesn't brain well. I was in the music industry for a while, and it's kick drums, very loud, for a lot of years, and so my brain doesn't always work like it should. Or maybe it's that my hat is too tight because my hair is too long. Anyway, going to some box stores. Oh wow, going to some box stores, and I wish I could get a car I just saw drive by on camera, but it would be creepy. It was neat, like a fenderless 39 coupe. Wow, totally threw me off there. So anyway, we're gonna go to a few box stores. I gotta go pick up pet supplies and human supplies. And so while we're there, I will do what it is that my eyes are up here. Rude. So anyway, yeah, my phone holder needs a little Viagra. So, anyway, yeah, box stores. Gonna find out what's out there. It's Friday. Oh. A beautiful view of the mountaintop. Anyway, let's go. It's not a halo over my head. There's actual sunshine here today. It would never be from a halo. Anyway, let's go get some dog food.
Oh, yeah.
There's not going to be anything in these pegs that I want or need. same graphic though. Nazar was looking at an 8-pack today that had a really cool bone shaker in it. So I was taking a look at those. But otherwise, there's nothing happening in the main line, anything. A few Jeeps left over. God, that's heavy. Bunch of these Challengers. So that was fun. Hang on. Fucking J.J. Abrams. So that was fun. I was in the right lane of the highway, driving my grandfatherly 65 to 70 miles an hour. All of a sudden, I was passed straight in back of me, then across my left side by some sort of Toyota sedan, and then a Escalade or a GMC came flying up behind me on the right side. So they basically like kind of split me in the middle of their little chase. And I'm not kidding, I was going 67 miles an hour. And the shit which came out of my butthole was traveling considerably faster than that. Holy God. And there's something going on where every asshole in the world is on the road today. It must be a 3-day weekend, but there are California drivers all over the place. I don't know what's going on, but we don't drive like that here. We don't. I felt like I was in one of Nazar's beloved Fast and Furious movies. I am the hapless citizen that gets caught between the two really good drivers just blowing it out in their little fucking ramjets, you know? Holy shit, man. I'm like, literally, I have crap twixt my buttocks right now. And, you know, and they ran me off of my ramp, too. I was, you know, gonna exit, and then there's just traffic. There's so much traffic pulled over trying to exit up by Target. It doesn't make any sense to go there. So I went like 5 miles out of my way. I got a heart attack. Went 5 miles out of my way whilst having a grabber of a fucking... I'm not kidding. Excuse my language. But for those of you who have had moments where you are in a razor's edge sort of thing that happens to you in a car, you know what I'm talking about. There is no greater adrenaline rush than almost getting into it. So, wow. Thanks for hearing me out. I'm going to see if I can hit Target from the opposite direction going home. I may just like go home. I'm gonna take my dog food and go home. This is crazy. So anyway, bear with me. We'll see what happens here. But that's one of those where I think I wish I had some good dash cams installed in my car. And I think the more I see behavior like that, the more likely I am to pick up a dash cam, because I do not drive aggressively. I'm a pretty much like a steady cam driver, if you will. I like interval. And here, as a car fan, okay, how can you get into a vehicle and drive like an absolute buttstone when, you know, the laws of physics are the only laws in the universe you can truly not break without paying some sort of consequence. I tried to instill that in our young drivers in our family coming up, that you cannot break the laws of physics. So pay attention. Speed limits are set for a reason. I know. We ought to have the Autobahn. We ought to have true freedom in America. Bullshit. Because you get that shit going on where there are laws in place. I mean, can you imagine? Fucking turn into Mad Max right quick. Again, excuse my language. I am adrenalized beyond my capacity, as you can see. I had like something I wanted to talk about when I got up here too. Absolutely fried out of my brain right now. All gone. Let's see if I can get a little bit of woosah back here. There doesn't appear to be any nasty traffic thing going on anywhere here. I don't understand why these ramps are all full. It's really crazy. Oh, woosah. Woosah. Serenity now! There you go, dude. So there's an all-star line over at the cash registers. So today, of course, will be the day that I find stuff on the pegs. Watch. Kind of says it all. Plenty of these things still. And who knows, there's one without a ripped thing. But anyway, still got a couple of models of these. What is that bullshit down there? Mustang. People are buying the Mustang because now this is pushing the Mustang. Which is cool. Push the Mustang. I prefer the Dimachini. And there's that. Like, let's... Okay. It's heavy. Main lines are old. Very old. But very old. Nothing really in the NASCAR, nothing in the Matchbox, nothing on the shelf, and plenty of fame.
Salute me, familia.
I'm in your face. This is truly sad. Red Tornado down there. Red Tornado here. Can't believe those aren't gone. Oh, what did they do to you? What did they do to you? Body knockers, huh? You're a long way from home. Pardon me. Yo, Chief, got that Raptor. Got that Raptor for you. Indo. And I really don't know about that. Come back and comment, Rusty. Tell us what you think. And that's that. Mattress Man. That is that. I was watching another creator who is trying to make his way up, as we all do here on YouTube. He was saying, you know, there's no Hot Wheels around it, and to add insult to injury, now there's two people whom he knows from the collector scene in his hood that have jobs now at Walmart in the stockroom. And so he said, man, it's not even worth going to the store anymore, because I know like everything will be picked through. And my heart bleeds for that sentiment, because it hits us all at some point or another in this hobby of ours, and trying to share that hobby with others via online. It's one thing I can say, and that you need to remember about YouTube. YouTube is social media. It doesn't look like Facebook. It uses different color patterns, but you will notice a lot of the same functionality. And to wit, if you get caught up in it, you can get like this idea that, you know, like you're the only one that is not having any success in terms of just finding die-cast, let alone like, you know, any kind of special Hot Wheel. You can't even find decent castings on your pegs. You know, I know that feeling. I live in a fairly small town. For it being a state capital, you would think that there would be more economic throughput, but honestly, the town is growing so much, we're probably going to leave it by the time it gets, you know, box store heavy. I don't want to live in an area like that. So, you know, if you've only got a store or two stores, my friend Saga at Figure Trap, Saga was, you know, like, I think it was last Christmas, you know, he was like living check to check, and, you know, life was tight, just like it was on all the rest of us, after trying to eke out a living after COVID and stuff. And it's super hard to present the way some people do. Some folks are able to get out and wait at store openings. Others get tipped off by staff that they make friends with at the stores. And breaking into this game, it can almost seem impossible. And I'll tell you what, a couple of years ago, it was an easier deal. Diecast has grown immensely in the last several years because of things like COVID making a secondary market and toy hunting lucrative. It's as difficult as, say, the resale game. If you're trying to, buy and flip stuff at garage sales and things of that nature, you've got to have it just doesn't just come along. You have to have a talent for it, but you also have to be willing to crawl through the sewer for it if that's what it requires. And Andre, he does both. He's willing to crawl through dirt, and he's willing to he's willing to sit out at 3:00 in the morning outside of an estate sale, in the cold, sitting there with like a piss cold cup of coffee and waiting until they open the doors, only to find out that everything is priced individually, no bundle deals, no nothing, and they're asking eBay pricing on everything, especially the shrink wrapped stuff. And you drive home with nothing, thinking, God damn it, why did I waste a night away from my family to go do that? It's a lot like the music business, honestly. Situation going on here with the highway and all. Trying to pay attention to my driving. Go figure. Lou, can I have my chair? Lucy? Ow! Oh! I deserve that. I deserve that. You're okay. Oh. Ow. She hooked me in the side. Ooh. Setting up this framing here. Oh. So. Nothing out there. Nothing worth purchasing anyway. Nothing that I haven't already purchased out there. That's the way this cookie crumbles a lot of the time. But then, every once in a while, when you're out at 11 o'clock in the morning and at the pegs and you don't expect to see anything, then you get to see what I saw the other day at Target, which was this kid picking up a super treasure hunt. He was probably, I don't know, I didn't get his age. And so it was probably 11 or 12, maybe. It's back a couple of episodes. It's called Local Hot Wheels Hunter Does Well, or Makes Out, or Gets Good, or whatever. I don't know. But it's about this kid finding the super treasure hunt right in front of me. Like, I turned down the aisle just as he was stepping up to pick it off the pegs. And it was like he was there with his dad, and it was one of those moments that sort of reassures you that the hobby will continue with or without your participation. So you might as well hang in there every once in a while. So to Aces High Hobbies, hang in there. And if you don't find any die cast in the Hot Wheels set, you can always show us what else is on the pegs. You don't have to show us stuff that you're always coming home spending money on. Little secret, you go out and photo safari more often than you go out and purchase by the time you've done this for a couple of years, especially. Trying to keep up purchase content is financially unsustainable. And it's also not going to bring you true dedicated viewership. I think that I would rather have a channel that grows slowly or not at all than to hit super success and then have to try to sustain that. I'd rather have people coming up along with me during this little experiment who enjoy what it is that I do as content, regardless of if I'm talking about comic books or movies or any of my other interests for that matter. I would go ahead and make my content and not worry about the audience. The audience will find you. The audience will find you. You've all found me. I mean, just takes being around a little while and putting out some consistent amounts of content so that people know you're not flash in the pan trying it and giving up. I mean, as long as you keep, it's kind of like a utility bill chasing you. As long as you keep paying them a little bit of money, they're happy and they'll pretty well stay off your ass. And as I think of people on YouTube watching me like collectors of bills waiting to get at my bank account. What a weird scene my mind makes up sometimes, man. Seriously. But if you like this weird scene inside the gold mine, please hit the subscribe button. And thanks very much. And other than that, I think we'll probably see you again tomorrow with something. I've been looking through and getting my Excalibur collection in order and looking at the numbers I'm still missing. And it occurred to me I haven't even talked about Excalibur yet, really. But thank you to Chris Sheets, who sent me a lot of copies, a lot of different issues. And thank you, as always, to Lil Edgett. Sorry, no. Thank you, as always, to Andre, who throws me boxes of comics from time to time and then says, here, make a show out of this. See? It's just free shit that came in the mail. Do a show about circulars. Do a show about your chair needing oil again. Oh, there's a meme. All right, everybody. Iggy Pop is staring at me. I gotta go. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.